year or so ago, not very long ago, Ben and I were bemoaning the state of the music business and the state of his relationship to the music business, and we started talking about Blaze Foley, first-tier talent that never really was heralded, and I've always been moved by Blaze Foley. And Ben started going, Blaze Foley, I know all about Blaze Foley, and he started kind of imitating a Blaze Foley song, and I turned to him and I said, wow, you should play Blaze Foley in a movie.
He got a wild look in his eye and said, you're gonna play Blaze Foley in a movie, I'm gonna make it. And I thought, go back to bed, you know. But he woke me up in the morning, we went for a walk, and he said, I'm dead serious about this. You think you'd want to do it? And I said, well, I think I could do it.
I go back down to Texas, or I go to somewhere I've never been.
Ethan and I have been friends for a while, and he began to talk to me about Blaze, and he was really excited. But first he said, you know, I'm not sure there's a movie there. I said, are you crazy? You know, there's totally a movie there. What an amazing life. There's all these incredible songs that are under-recorded.
I loved Blaze, but I didn't know how to make a movie about his life. Like, where's the movie there? And Lewis said, well, have you read Sybil's book?
Ethan emailed me. It was just this incredibly lovely note letting me know that he had wanted to make a movie about Blaze, and when he encountered the memoir, it opened up the story for him.
You know, I told Ben when we first talked about it, I said, think 5 years from now. You know, and then even when I got more serious after reading Sybil's book, I said, hey, you know what, good news, think 3 years from now. This is a good idea. And then I called him up and said, think next month. We're doing this.
The way that this movie came together, so many things happened at once that needed to happen, and not a lot of, well, I shouldn't say not a lot of effort, because Ethan put a ton of effort into it, but it was just like he tipped the domino, and everyone that heard about it wanted to come towards it. This movie it's about music, and it's about tragedy, but it's really about love. That's really what it is.
It's about a muse and the person that's inspired by her. It's about a couple falling in love, living in a treehouse, and a tragic end to a career that never got started.
This film is bringing up so many themes of, like, you know, love and loss, and I think every, you know, human, if you're lucky, gets to experience both. And it's allowed me to kind of, you know, touch on those things inside myself, and Sybil has made that so comfortable.
I was very grateful that I was able to have input in the process. People are always asking me how this, you know, what is this experience for me? If it's, you know, it's not exactly how you imagine it. And I try to explain that all I have now is memory. Who knows how accurate my memory is at this point? It's just been colored by so many different factors. But what I do trust are my feelings. And so when I come to this treehouse, the way that it makes me feel, it doesn't matter that it's different in any way.
You do hear stories of scriptwriters being on set, or the original person being on set, and it just being, you know, painful for everyone. But Sybil, it's been the absolute opposite. She's loved being here. She's been a blessing to have here, because you had someone, when you wanted to be more authentic, or you wanted to be sincere to the feeling, not to the exact thing that was happening, but the feeling of it, you had that sounding board, which you never get.
I had never heard of Blaze Foley, but Ethan sent me the script, which was sort of a stream of consciousness, you know, 80 pages or something, stream of consciousness, and I really loved it.
He is very playful, and he lets things kind of grow, and it's organic, you know.
Most of the scenes are the way they're written, but Ethan is really, really good at making the most of whatever is happening on the day and who's around, and why don't you go over there and have a conversation with them, and then the camera, you know, and it drives production crazy, because they're like, no, that's another person. If they talk, we have to pay them. And he's like, oh, hey, I don't know, it'd be great.
People want to be moved, and I think this is an inherently moving story. And we got very lucky finding our Blaze, who is a very talented musician and really sort of embodies the sort of talent and pathos that Blaze really conveyed.
Ben Dickey is unbelievable. I mean, he's everything Ethan said he was, and tenfold.
I can't tell you how many times I've been like doing a scene with him. I'm so angry. I'm like, this is your first time acting?
This movie wouldn't exist without Ben. Ben's from Arkansas. Ben's 6'4". Ben's, you know, he's perfect.
Just sit here and rest my feet. No, I ain't lazy, cause don't like sleep. Might just be lazy to you.
When I'm hearing Blaze's music in the context of the movie, and I'm surrounded by other people's responses to the music, and their understanding of sort of my relationship to that music, that is like hearing it all over again for the first time.
Blaze had a lot of political songs, and he had a lot of impatience and intolerance for injustice, and compassion and plain kindness was really important to him on a level that he didn't have patience for people that just couldn't be kind.
I just really love reading about what he stood for in his life when it comes to like his politics and his like way of dealing with people, and like really feeling like devoted to like humanity, you know? So that's what I was really inspired by.
Because of the kind of impact that Blaze has on people, it's really easy to talk about him as if he's pulling strings. He's up there pulling strings, making this happen, and everybody goes, yeah, I get that, I feel that, you know?
He had genuine love in his heart. Love is just so alive that it just carries. And I have never been to a Blaze event, ever, that was not that way.
People are attracted to this film because he has an energy that comes out in his music, that comes out in his drawings, that came out in his personal relationships, and it's, I don't know, we all seem to feel it.
It certainly turned into one of those like moments of your life that you know you will be longing to return to, you know.